What if I told you that one single country holds more jaw-dropping natural beauty than most people see in a lifetime? And what if I told you that 99% of travelers are missing the most spectacular spots because they're all going to the same crowded places? I just spent 6 months and traveled over 15,000 kilometers across Canada, and what I discovered will completely change how you think about this country. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which Canadian national park matches your adventure style. And I'm going to reveal the one park that literally made me cry, yes, actual tears when I first saw it. But first, smash that like button if you're ready for the ultimate Canadian adventure, and subscribe because we're just getting started with epic travel content. Hey adventure seekers! Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I create travel guides that show you the world's most incredible destinations without the tourist traps. Today we're diving deep into Canada's national park system, and trust me, this isn't your typical top 10 list. I've ranked these parks based on 3 crucial factors: natural beauty, unique experiences, and that wow factor that makes your jaw drop. Now, before we jump in, I need you to do something for me. In the comments below, tell me which type of adventure gets your heart racing: mountain peaks, pristine lakes, wildlife encounters, or something completely different. Because I've got surprises for every type of traveler. And here's the thing, I'm going to reveal these parks in a special order that tells a story. From hidden gems that locals keep secret to the absolute crown jewel that will blow your mind. So make sure you watch until the end because park number 1 is going to shock you. Park number 10. Point Pelee National Park, Ontario. Starting our journey at number 10, we have Canada's southernmost point, Point Pelee. Now, you might be wondering why I'm starting with a park that's smaller than most city neighborhoods. Here's why this place is absolute magic. Every September, something incredible happens here. Over 370 bird species and millions of monarch butterflies use this tiny peninsula as their highway to warmer climates. I witnessed clouds, and I mean clouds of orange monarchs so thick they blocked out the sun. But here's what most people miss. The night sky here is phenomenal because of the surrounding water, and the sunsets. Chef's kiss, pure gold. Park number 9. Prince Edward Island National Park. Number 9 will surprise you because most people think Pelee is just about Anne of Green Gables. Wrong. This park boasts some of the most unique beaches in North America with red sandstone cliffs that look like they belong on Mars. The water temperature here actually reaches 20 degrees Celsius in summer, that's warmer than most of California. And the seafood? We're talking lobster rolls that cost $12 instead of $40 in Maine. Park number 8. Terra National Park, Newfoundland. At number 8, Terra in Newfoundland offers something you literally cannot see anywhere else in the world at this latitude. From May to September, 10,000-year-old icebergs float past your campsite. I'll never forget waking up in my tent, unzipping the door, and seeing a 100-foot iceberg just sitting there in the bay like nature's own sculpture gallery. Now, before we continue with the countdown, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and let me know, have you been to any Canadian national parks? And if not, which one from today's list is going straight to your bucket list? Also, if this video is helping you plan your Canadian adventure, show some love with a thumbs up, it really helps the algorithm share this with other travelers who need to see it. Park number 7. Gros Morne National Park, Newfoundland. Number 7 is where things get serious. Gros Morne is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and when you see these fjords carved by glaciers 10,000 years ago, you'll understand why. But here's the kicker, you can literally walk on the ocean floor. The tablelands here expose rocks from the Earth's mantle that are normally 20 kilometers underground. It's like stepping onto another planet, and geologists travel from around the world just to touch these rocks. Park number 6. Pacific Rim National Park, British Columbia. At number 6, Pacific Rim gives you 3 ecosystems in one park. Ancient temperate rainforest with 800-year-old trees, wild Pacific beaches with 15-foot waves, and the famous West Coast Trail, one of the world's most challenging hiking experiences. Here's what's crazy. You can surf in the morning, hike through old-growth forest in the afternoon, and spot whales from your campfire at night. I saw 40 gray whales in a single day here. Park number 5. Algonquin Provincial Park, Ontario. Now, I know Algonquin is technically a provincial park, but it's so iconic I had to include it at number 5. This place defined the Canadian wilderness experience for millions of people. 2,400 lakes, 1,200 kilometers of canoe routes, and here's something special: you can participate in their wolf howl programs where they literally teach you to communicate with wild wolf packs. The hair on my arms still stands up thinking about that first howl response echoing across the lake at midnight. Now we're getting to the parks that will absolutely blow your mind. But before I reveal the top 4, I have to tell you about the one mistake that ruins most people's Canadian park experience. They visit in the wrong season. Each of these next parks has a perfect window when they transform from beautiful to absolutely otherworldly. Keep watching because I'm about to reveal the exact best times to visit each one, and trust me, timing is everything. Park number 4. Jasper National Park, Alberta. Number 4 is Jasper, and here's why it beats its famous neighbor Banff. It's a dark sky preserve, the second largest in the world. The Milky Way here is so bright you can read a book by starlight. I spent 3 nights at the Jasper Dark Sky Festival, and witnessing the northern lights dance over Moline Lake while wolves howled in the distance. That's the moment I knew I was addicted to Canadian wilderness. Plus, Jasper has something Banff doesn't: space to breathe. You can hike for hours without seeing another soul. Park number 3. Banff National Park, Alberta. At number 3, yes, Banff had to make the list. But here's the thing everyone gets wrong: they only see Lake Louise and Moraine Lake. The real magic happens in the backcountry. The Plain of 6 Glaciers hike took me to a tea house that's been serving hikers since 1924, surrounded by 6 massive glaciers. And Lake Agnes? It's like Moraine Lake's secret sister that 90% of tourists never see because it requires a 2-hour hike. Pro tip: visit in late September. The larch trees turn golden, the crowds disappear, and you'll have these iconic spots almost to yourself. Park number 2. Nahanni National Park, Northwest Territories. Number 2 is going to shock you because most Canadians have never even heard of Nahanni. This park is so remote, the only way in is by float plane or helicopter. But here's why it's number 2. Virginia Falls is twice the height of Niagara. The South Nahanni River offers world-class whitewater rafting through canyons that make the Grand Canyon look small, and you'll see more wildlife in 1 week than most people see in a lifetime. I spent 10 days here on a guided expedition, and we didn't see another human the entire time. Just grizzly bears, caribou, wolves, and landscapes so pristine they look like the world's first day. Guys, if you're loving this countdown and already planning your Canadian adventure, do me a huge favor: hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I've got an entire Canada series coming, including detailed guides for each of these parks with exact itineraries, budget breakdowns, and insider tips you won't find anywhere else. And share this video with that one friend who's always talking about their next adventure. Trust me, they'll thank you later. Park number 1. Tombstone Territorial Park, Yukon. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The number 1 most beautiful national park in Canada is Tombstone Territorial Park in Yukon. I know what you're thinking: I've never heard of this place. That's exactly why it's number 1. Picture this. You're standing on a ridge surrounded by jagged peaks that look like ancient tombstones piercing the sky. It's late August, and the entire valley below you explodes in colors that don't seem real: crimson, gold, orange, purple, as far as your eyes can see. But here's the moment that made me cry. On my 3rd day, I hiked to Grizzly Lake at sunrise. The mist was rising off the water, reflecting these impossible mountains, and suddenly I heard something behind me. I turned around, and 30 feet away stood the largest grizzly bear I've ever seen, just watching the sunrise too. We stood there together, me, this ancient bear, and one of the most beautiful landscapes on earth. No fear, just pure connection to something bigger than myself. That's when the tears came. That's when I realized this wasn't just about travel anymore. This was about remembering what it means to be human in a world this beautiful. The bear eventually wandered off, but I stayed for 2 more hours, just sitting there, understanding why this place holds the top spot. Here's what makes Tombstone special. It's accessible by road, the only park on this list in the true Arctic. The hiking is world-class with well-marked trails, and in September, you get 12 hours of potential northern lights viewing. The best part? Even in peak season, you might see 20 other people max. This is Canada's best-kept secret, and now you're in on it. So there you have it, Canada's 10 most beautiful national parks, ranked not just by beauty, but by the experiences that will change how you see the world. Here's my challenge for you. Pick one park from this list and commit to visiting it in the next 12 months. Life's too short to keep these places on your someday list. Which park called to your soul? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one and often reply with personal tips. If this video inspired your next adventure, smash that like button, share it with your travel squad, and subscribe for more hidden gems and detailed travel guides. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and remember the world's most beautiful places are waiting for you. I'll see you in the next adventure.